Man, I want to tell you a story about one 4th of July weekend that I traveled to a family reunion on my dad's side back home. And it was a 17-hour ride, cost me $1,000 to make the trip. Up and back, $1,000. 17-hour ride. And I went. They had called me out of the blue. They always call me to offer me stuff on his side. Even my mom them side, they all do. Black folks just don't do shit the right way to me. Some black folks, I can't say that. Some black folks just don't do shit the right way. So they called me about a week before. I don't even think it was even a full week I had. I think it was like 3 days, bro. And they wanted me to go to this reunion back home. And I had never been to it before. I'd never been to none of their stuff. And they called me up and decided they wanted me to go. Now, the way my dad did it, because he don't come out and say what it really is. He be with all that beating around the bush shit, or he'll sit and talk to you and be silent on the phone like a mute and won't say what he really want to say. He'll just stay quiet and just kind of listen to you. He's a person that he's a silent talker. He don't talk. So if you talk with him, you got to carry the conversation. And it becomes draining because you talking to a grown-ass man on the other end of the line that have all his life in him. He retired from the military service. He retired from UPS, all full-time things. And he don't have nothing to say. I mean, he don't, unless you ask him a question, and when he answer, he like quick with his answer, and then he just sit there. And then he, just sit there. If you in front of him, he be in his phone, and just, it's a horror show, bro. It's a shit show, a horror show. And he thinks that's functioning and all this shit, and don't realize that the women you want, the life you want, the happiness you want people to be happy about, you got to actually participate, put in some real effort, some real work, and make that dream come true, because that's your dream. You want people to like you, you got to give them a reason why they should. And he don't got it in him, bro. But, to each their own. He want to live and die in that tomb and by himself and pretend that people cool and they ain't cool because he don't really want to open up and talk to people. That's on him, bro. I don't know where he get that shit from, but I ain't on it. Anyway, he had my brother call me that I don't talk to, haven't hardly ever talked to. On my father's side, I got like 7 or 8 sisters and brothers. Okay? More boys than girls. I think it's 1 girl and the rest are boys. Right? I'm the oldest on both sides. On my mom's side of the family, I'm the oldest. I got a sister and a brother over there. And on my father's side, I'm the oldest with 6 brothers over there. Some I've never met, never even heard of, okay? Just listen to it. So these people, they're strangers to me because I ain't never been around them, never heard of them. None of that, okay? So he asks me, my brother, I've been on the phone with my father, talking to him at the time. He don't call. I gotta call him. He might call, and if he do, he still don't talk. So he's a very difficult person. If you was waiting on a conversation, if you was gonna have a conversation, you would definitely not talk to him. You wouldn't want to speak to him at all because you'll be doing the talking and he won't really say anything. And when I say he don't talk, he don't talk. He'd sit there and he fiddling his phone with everybody, bro. I don't know how they deal with him, but I couldn't. And I've been overlooking that shit for years. Every blue moon he calls, he'll tell me something. They do shit so fucked up. It's almost like they don't really want you to come, but they want you to come. He would know that he was coming here. Example, he would know that he was coming here to Orlando when the oldest brother under me, the oldest of them under me, he been playing the big brother. So he got his kids thinking he the big brother. He the oldest, and I'm the oldest, right? But he done told his kids and a bunch of lies and shit, bro, and I didn't know. So I'm gonna get into the example about Orlando, but I want to get to this invitation on the 4th of July. This is important, and I'm gonna get this done. So it's a 17-hour ride. I talked to my dad. He didn't say nothing. I talked to him 2-3 days off and on, and before that, like a whole 2-3 weeks before, he didn't say shit about it. 3 or 4 days before it's time for them to have it, they invite me, and I'm like, I've been speaking to him, and his brother just called me up out the blue, and I knew that was kind of weird. And he's like, oh yeah, man, we finna have a get together, a family reunion on the 4th at Dad's house, and we want you to come. Everybody wants you to come. And it just seemed weird to me, because I'm like, I've been talking to him on the phone. He didn't say nothing to me about none of it. He was like, well, yeah, he told me to invite you, that he wanted you to come. And it just didn't seem genuine to me, because if he wanted me to come, why didn't he invite me? Why he sending you to do it? But this is their way of doing shit, and they think that this is correct. These country bunion ass niggas, they think that it's correct. I hate to say it like that, but it pissed me off when I think about it, because, man, it's respect. These grown men, and this is how they acting. Like women, like girls. So I'm like, you know what? Let me try it out, man. I never went. Let me go down here. Let me give it a shot, bro. I'll at least try. And I had some money. I had good money I had saved. And I knew it was going to cost me $1,000 to go out there. Because when we were kids, my mom took us a couple of times, and it always cost them like over $1,000 to go. And so I already knew it was going to cost money for me to do it. Of course, nobody over there offered me shit. They live within 30 minutes or 2 hours of his house. So they ain't really got no drive to go like that. And I'm the one that's 17 hours away. So I go ahead, I take the trip, I ride out there. I'm rushing because I only had a couple of days to prepare to go. So I get my stuff together, and I get my shit together, and I go ahead. I was on top of my shit in the gym, so I was happy with the physical look, And so I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to go check them out. Just see what it's like what their family reunion is like. See some of the people I ain't never met. One of the brothers at the time I was talking to, his name was Damien. I was talking to him, and he was cool to talk to, but he one of those niggas where most of these niggas are mama boys. And they done been around him their whole life. He ain't never been around me, the dad. Dad ain't never, did shit, talked to me, did nothing for me, bro. He done all kind of shit for them. Nothing for me. So Damien, I only had been knowing him at the time like 4 years, 5 years. I had just met the guy. And this in our later years, I just found out about him and actually, talked to him and actually met him 2 times. So this will be the 3rd time I would see him. And he was telling me to come and go, and he didn't really get along with the older brother, was Rick, the one that's under me. He ain't older than me, I'm older than him. But his name's Rick. And Rick's a real fuck nigga, bro. He's a real fucked up person. He try to be cool, but ain't nothing cool about him. He fucked all his brother's people and shit. He'll try to fuck your old lady and then say you shouldn't say nothing about it because he showing you she a hoe, when he done trying to holler at her, and he done some real foul shit to them that I told him, I said, bro, I don't play them kind of games. Don't fuck with me like that. You do that shit to me, I'm gonna break your fucking face, bro. Just stay in your lane. I don't fuck with your bitch. You don't fuck with mine. I ain't on that shit. So he said he understood we had already got into it once where he tried to do that shit, and he did it to Dad. He tried to do it to his brother. Like he's slime, bro. He's slimy as shit. Anyway, so what ends up happening, all right, What ends up happening is I said, okay, I'll do the trip. So I go ahead and proceed to take this long ass 17-hour ride, and I looked at it as an adventure. You know, I always try to look at the positive side, and I was trying to do something for him, for Dad, you know, and go, because Rick said he wanted me to go, but it was weird to me because he never said he wanted me to go.
Stupid.
And he had been talking to me over the phone. I mean, really speaking to me. Didn't say shit to me about it. He had Rick call me to ask me to go. They do real fucked up shit on this side of the family. I mean, some real just stupid shit that don't make no sense, but they do it. Anyway, I take the trip. Fast forward, I get there. Okay, I get to the house. I get there. Dad wanted me to stay with him. Rick and them was like, oh yeah, you gonna come to Dad's house. We all just come here and stay here whenever you want. You just come. I said, bro, he need to invite me to his house. No. He okay with it, bro. You can just come on over to his house. It's going down to his house. We just come and just stay there whenever we want. You know, and so you ain't even gotta ask. You just show up, man. And I was like, bro, I don't just show up at people's houses like that and just invite myself. Oh, well, he don't mind, you know. He's seeing all this shit, but I ain't never heard none of this shit come out Dad mouth about none of it. Remind you, this man wasn't in my life like that. He never did nothing. The nigga never taught me how to ride a bike, how to tie my shoes, my ABCs, my 1, 2, 3s, nothing. This nigga ain't told me nothing about the birds and the bees life. He ain't told me shit. He paid that little $65 in child support every month, and that was it. And it never raised from that amount. So, and he think that was a big deal, but that was nothing, bro. But I overlooked that. I overlooked the fact that he did all this stuff that I was hearing, that he done all this stuff for each of them. As I started speaking to them, I started learning. I don't say nothing. He admitted to telling me some things that he did for them. He never offered me shit. I mean, absolutely nothing. So I get over there and I go to this damn reunion. I get there, Rick ain't there. None of them ain't there, just me and him. He got a nice house, big house, nice house, just nice big house. He did well for himself. So that's that. Rick is like his favorite. When I was gonna talk about the Orlando trip, it would kind of explain how him and Rick had this relationship. I'm gonna go a little bit into that. Let me touch that just a tad. So Rick, what he does is he like an infection, okay? He goes in and let's say he meets a woman. He meets the woman, let's say her daughter. He meets her daughter. He starts talking to her, and then let's say she got 2 girls, and he dating one of the women, and all of the women is of age, right? Then he'll bring the woman, the mama ain't got nobody. He'll hook Dad up with her. And then he'll talk to the one he like out of the ones that look the best. He'll talk to that one. And then the other sister, he'll hook up his little shadow. We got another brother's named Jonathan. To me, he don't look shit like us at all. I don't think he even our brother, our blood at all. I'm going to be honest about this. But he's supposed to be our brother. I treat him like that to a degree, as much as he's, speaks. I try to be nice, but these niggas don't play no role in my life. They ain't never been around me like that. I don't talk to them like that, so I don't even see them as family. And I know it sounds a little harsh, but my number been the same for almost 30 years. And Dad has always had a way of contacting if he wanted to. He never did. I never told him he couldn't contact, and I've always tried to talk to him and have conversations with him when he called, even though he wasn't there. So I went above and beyond on my end. So in that department, it wasn't on me. To me, it was on him. And there's a lot more stuff I could say about it, but let me just kind of get to the gist of this. So Rick moves from Tennessee, because he was living in Memphis, which is 2 hours away from Mississippi, Cleveland. So Rick moves to Tennessee. He been there most of his life in Tennessee since they've been adults. His mom and them, all them over there, right? All these niggas are mama boy. They all still got their mama in the picture. They mama still doing stuff for them. They still can going back and forth between home and having their own place, but mama doing shit for them and helping them. So these niggas are real mama boy niggas, okay?
Oh no.
So, and they've been around dad throughout all these years. He been doing shit for them. They've been there the whole time. And they are
Weenie Hut Juniors.
Hood junior ass niggas. Real fucking. If they was milk, they would be the 2% milk. They ain't there, bro. So they go in, and this is how they deal with a family of women. They go in, Rick hit, he put dad to hit, the brother, the youngest brother, Jonathan, he hit. They all grown, right? Well, when dad gets to talking to her and Rick done hit the daughter, if the mama look good and the other one look good, Rick trying to fuck the other ones too. When he done cut through this one, he trying to now fuck dad's old lady. He trying to get to his chick because now he done fucked the daughter, and the daughter, he's like, oh, they hoes, you know. So he then trying to fuck the mom when she supposed to be talking to dad, and they having a real relationship, and he trying to fuck the mama, or he trying to fuck the other sister with his other brother talking to. And this is the shit that he do that I think he's an infection. He like a fucking cancer, bro. This bitch try to spread itself, and I don't agree with any of that shit. I think you crossing the line when you trying to fuck with somebody else lady. And to him, it don't matter if she's your girlfriend or she's your wife. If he tries her, you shouldn't be upset about it because blood is thicker than water. That's the way I told him, I said, you do that shit to me and I'm gonna bust your ass. Don't fuck with nothing of mine, nigga. Stay in your lane. Keep your head straight and don't turn that bitch to the side. My lady is my lady. My hoe is my hoe. Whatever it is to me is mine. You keep your shit. I don't fuck with your shit. You don't fuck with my shit. That's the only rule I got. Don't do that. Because to me, if a man will cross you about a woman, he'll cross you about money. If you can't trust him with money, you can't trust him with a woman. If you can't trust him with a woman, you can't trust him with money. You can't trust him. That's just my experience. That's the truth. That's how it really is. And that's the truth. So this is the way Rick rolls. So when Rick moved over to Orlando, which is about 4 hours from Miami, they called me on different occasions. I didn't know he was moving there. I didn't talk to him like that. And I don't talk to none of them like that. Okay. And at this time, I didn't know Damien at all. So this is years before I even met Damien. And I hadn't seen Rick since we were 12 years old. I was 12, he was 11 in the yard playing. Because he like 9 months under me, right? So I ain't seen this nigga in all these years. We grown men. So Rick comes up here and hooks up with a chick that had also moved from Tennessee to Orlando that he used to date in high school. And I guess they got back in contact some kind of way. She always liked the Rick. Rick liked her. It was a pretty chick. And he moved. She had just got a nice house in a new community. It wasn't really no house. They were building them up. And she worked for a bank. I don't know what bank. I didn't get into all that. That wasn't my business. So he came up and started living up there with her. And she had 2 kids. Rick believes in alpha male shit. Like, I'm the dominant one. I'm the alpha male of the house, and it's got to go the way I want it. That's how he dealt with her kids and her kids' baby daddy. Rick's a character, a real character. Anyway, dad was hooking up with her mama. So Rick hooked up, same old MO they do with everybody they go fucking with. Rick hooked him up with the mom. And so there wasn't no younger one for the other one to hook up with. So it was just them two. So Rick was talking to the daughter, and dad was talking to the mom. Okay. So Rick and dad invited me to come up. Well, Rick invited me. Dad don't invite nobody. He don't even say nothing about the shit. Rick invites me to come up to Orlando to see him. But when he invite me to come up, it's like, oh, dad already here. he getting ready to go back in like 2 days, and we wanted to know if you could come up. This is the shit they do. The nigga been there for 2 weeks. Nigga done, they ain't said nothing to me in 2 weeks, a whole bunch of months. They'll just call me out of the blue and invite me to come somewhere with 2 days on the clock or 3 days on the clock. And they been doing it and planning the whole shit months ahead and never told me nothing. And called me up 2-3 days before and say, hey man, we want you to take a drive up to Orlando, up here to where we at, and come up and see us. Dad gonna be leaving. Well, how long Dad been there? He been there 2 weeks. Y'all had to have planned it if he came up like that. Yeah. Well, why didn't you tell me when he was coming? Oh, we just didn't think to do that. You know how it is. Now, I don't know how the hell it is because I don't do shit like that. So this is all the time the way they operate, with a week on the clock or 3 days on the clock or 4 days on the clock. They'll call me and ask me to do shit. So when they started that shit in Orlando, I wasn't with it. I was like, nah, I can't make it, because I had tire problems on my Mercedes. They were offset tires and they were very expensive. I was living in West Palm at the time, so I was not finna try to drive over there to them, and I had tire problems. I had rims on my car, and that car don't come with a spare. So if you get a flat, you're stuck on the side of the road wherever you at, and I wasn't feeling that shit. So they would call me at bad times, and I just couldn't go. I'd be like, hey bro, I can't do it because I ain't got the money right now, and if I got the money, I ain't got money to go do tires and come up there, and I just can't take the chance. So I wouldn't go. Well, one of those times they called me, I was actually prepared and had my shit together at that time. And it was same MO, 3-4 days or 2 days, 2-3 days before. And I just took the trip to take the trip. You know, I just wanted to go to show my face because they kept thinking I wasn't going to come. And so I would always tell them, oh, the Benz got an issue. So he didn't even believe that the car was mine or that I had a Benz. Or they saw me, a picture of me with it, but they still didn't, you know, believe nothing. Like they country people, bro. They come from where everybody driving Chryslers and old money Carlos and shit. So a Benz is a big deal to them. But in the city where I'm from, a big city like Miami, it's nothing, bro. It's like everybody got that shit. Everybody got that stuff. It's all over the place. I'm trying to go further. So for me, it was a real legitimate thing. I couldn't go. One tire in the back was $300. And the tires in the front was $200. The tires in the back were staggered, and they were offset, and they were a 19 that Benz came with. So it was very expensive. And West Palm, they do full prices for the tires. Where in Miami, I could get the tires at a cheaper price. They're still expensive, but I could get them at a cheaper price in Miami. But in West Palm, when you leave Miami going north, everything is like you going back in time. It's like you going in back in the days in time. And then you in a place where it ain't abundant with the stuff. And so they're charging you over the price because they got to order it and bring it there because they ain't got the shit over there. And I mean, it's just crazy, bro. You go to places, they see what you driving and they want to, put a stupid price on it. And then when you go around, everybody trying to charge that stupid price because they're looking at what you drive, and then they're getting the tires. Either they're getting the tires from Miami or Fort Lauderdale. So it was a mess, bro. If I wanted tires, I had to go all the way down to Miami, get the tires, bring them back up, have them put on, and they were charging you full price to put the shit on, mountain balance. They were going crazy on prices. So it ultimately boiled down to me just going down to Miami, getting the tires done way before when the tires started to look bad. I just take them down to Miami, take the car, get everything done, schedule it, get it all done, and then bring the car back up, bro. So it was always a back and forth thing with me in Miami. But that's home. Ain't no place like home. So I go up to Orlando. Dad left already. Rick called me to meet with him, said Dad was gonna be there, but Dad already left. So I go, and I go within a few days. They don't tell me nothing. He tell me Dad gonna be there, Dad ain't there. I go meet with him, and every woman in the mall that passed by in Orlando, because he country, they ain't got them women like that over there, them different flavors. And Miami way worse than that. And Orlando got them too.